I missed you guys. To probably about 48 hours, I've gone into inner self, and I don't think I vlogged much in the last 36 to 48 hours. But now I'm getting very close to Namche, and a bit of a shortfall on the budget, so I had to ask my brother to help me out and send me some additional funds, and I'm going to Namche to pick it up. Also, my knee was pretty bad for especially between Deboche and all the way up to Deboche. It was troubling me, but yesterday I took a day off. I also made it a silent day as much as I could, and the knee seems to have recovered to some extent as well. In Pangboche I bought knee support, so I'm wearing that and walking right now, and probably about half an hour from Namche. Yeah, I looked at the podcast yesterday, and it came out really well, so I'm also very happy about the outcome. And there's a lot of work to do when we go back, but still got one more day till I end the trip, probably 1 or 2 more days, so I'll try and not think about work a lot. Still got a couple of more days in the mountains, baby. And the Hillary Tenzing Bridge is going to mean something to me, so it's coming, it's approaching, so I'm walking slow, going there, approaching it with a thoughtfulness, and I'll have a ceremony there, a personal one. I don't think I'll be recording it, but maybe slow-mo, we don't know, we'll see. So off to Namche.
So as I said, the trip is coming to an end within 1 or 2 days, and it's been quite a journey so far right now, and I'm enjoying every bit of the trip. I have enjoyed every bit of the trip, and this is gonna be a everlasting memory for my entire life, this trip. And I'm gonna miss this place when I get back to Kathmandu. Such a beauty is Solukhumbu. Only 2 days left in the mountains. I'm gonna enjoy every bit of it and take all the motivation that I have gained here back to Kathmandu and apply it to my work, my life, and spending this amount of time with Ajay has helped me gain a lot of insights on personal attitude, work-related things, family and behavior, mindfulness, and also the physicality. That man is a tough man, and absolutely brilliant trip, I must say. A part of me want to get back to home and just sit down, not having to walk all day for 5, 6 hours, 8 hours, but a major part of me doesn't want to leave the mountains. I'll be back here soon. Maybe not to this part of Nepal, but some other part of Nepal. Traveling is just so blissful, and I think traveling helps you get an identity of yourself, the importance, the significance of yourself, life, community, nature, and everything. And it helps you be Grateful of the life you have. Stop complaining. And talking to camera is a bit awkward, and I don't know when I'm gonna get used to it, but I'm trying. Asida is great at it. He just talks his heart out. He doesn't care about the people watching, and I'm very much conscious when I talk to camera. I try to get the grammar right, and sometimes I just be like
So we got here, got the fun replenishment as well. Had a little splurge at lunch and got a nice ass shower. Then we had a couple of hours in between. So we dozed off and I took a slow motion of Chhitiz waking up. So we'll insert this here. And now it's time to go find some chauri ko ghee for my son. And I cannot go home without it. Found the chauri ko ghee. Let's take it to Kathmandu. Hello, today is day 17, May 28. We reached Namche yesterday. Got the problem regarding the budget solved and decided to stay there. We decided that today would be a rather long day. There's no point in reaching Lukla midday and not having anything to do. I called for the tickets. The people I know at Lukla told me it shouldn't be that difficult, just come and get it. So I decided, what the hell, let's just wait in Namche and show up in Lukla tomorrow, which is today. So we left Lukla at Namche at 7:40 this morning. We are in Salleri or Monjo at 10:20. And so far, I think today was a momentous day for me. There was a specific reason for that. Momentous for me in terms of very personal. So, it also points or brings the journey to a closure for me, because now is the stretch home. So, the adventure is still not over. We still have to fly out of the craziest airport in the world. So, keeping hopes that, the weather is good tomorrow and the flights are coming in and out regularly. If that's the case, we can even fly out during the day, in the afternoon. So, that's the story right now. Chhitiz. I'm lying though, eh?
Huh?
Plane house. Hello, today is May 29. Today actually you can see the Tenzing Hillary airport. That's right behind me. Today is May 29. So exactly this day, 60 years ago, Edmund and Tenzing scaled up Mount Everest. And 5 years later, they decided to build a hospital in this area, and they wanted to bring supplies to build that hospital and school and that kind of thing. So they decided they wanted to build an airport and see what it did to the tourism of this sector and this region, and what it's had. This airport has had a immense impact on the livelihood of the local people. I make sure I don't fall off here. We got here yesterday from Namche. We walked a bloody 8-hour stretch in one go downhill because we wanted to catch a flight from here. But this morning the weather has been shitty in the sense it's okay for walking but not good enough for flights because the airport's closed right now. 3 flights did come this morning, but they took some passengers, and there's maybe about 40-50 people still in the waiting. I'm trying to confirm just my ticket so I can fly either today or tomorrow, but that doesn't seem to be happening. And we woke up at 6 and had breakfast, and till 8 we were just figuring out what our next move should be. And we decided at around 10 that we're gonna skip on the plan of flying back, that we were gonna walk down. And right as we leave the hotel, the lodge, 3 planes show up. So we decided maybe we have a chance. So we came to the airport, and I've been talking to one of my travel agents back in Kathmandu to at least confirm the flight, if not for today or for tomorrow, get me the ticket so I can make a decision whether to stay or leave. And I've been waiting since 11. It's 1:30, 2.5 hours, and just it's painful. I can't make a call on whether we should go down. I don't want to go down walking because the trail's shitty as fuck. There's only donkey shit and just muddy, slushy trails for the next 2 days. So I just wanted to give the idea of departing from this airport at least a chance.
I know.
So Chhitiz is in the airport. My travel agent has told me maybe 30 more minutes, and he will let me know whether he can confirm the ticket for me or not. Just waiting and waiting. Good thing we had breakfast in the morning, so we haven't even had lunch. We've been waiting. Hello. As you can see, I'm back in the room, so obviously we didn't get the ticket. I got the update from my travel agent that because of the fact that they're not able to transport the people that are waiting today to travel from Lukla to Kathmandu itself, he's not able to issue new tickets because there's always a backlog, and they don't issue new tickets when there's weather backlog like this. So that is a damper in our plan. We had just geared up and gotten all ready and all that stuff, and got ready to walk, and just fate has it 3 planes show up, and that made us change our mind a little bit to see if we can save ourselves from 3 days of relentless walking. And like I described, the trail from here to Phaplu is just nasty, slushy, and donkey poop. That's all it is. So who wants to deal with that shit? So we decided, okay, let's give it a shot. I was thinking maybe till 1 we'll see what the scenario is at the airport. And it's so sad, this is still a very active airport that transports over 150,000 tourists annually, I think. And the airport is good. It's been pitched since the last 20 years. It also got a new top-up a few years ago. So the airport itself, in terms of the infrastructure, is okay. But in terms of system and a way it should work. People should be able to like queue up in some way, get their tickets booked, so at least they know a tentative timeline of when they're leaving. It's like a fucking fish market out here. It's Lukla airport, and there's always a middle guy that you have to use in Nepal that sucks. So I want to tell the Nepal government, if you really want to improve tourism, do something about a systematic ticketing system in Lukla, so people can book and know if they can find a ticket or not. I mean, it's actually beneficial for the hotel industry if you think about it. If, let's say, my ticket is booked for 2 days later, I'm compelled to stay here, so I'll figure out a way, I'll get a room, budget myself accordingly. It's just that, you just drag the tourist all the way up to the airport and then tell them it's cancelled, and then drag them back to the hotel, and they're confused. They're looking for updates. At least we could put up a few screens out here that could tell people, what's the status on the flight coming from Lukla. It's just hearsay. You have to talk to just random people. There's beggars walking into the airport asking us for money. Just do something about it, make it a little bit more systematic. It's good that in a rural place that we have an airport like this, and it brings in so much tourism. Just add in a little more value for the traveler, so that it's just easier and it's not chaotic. I know we can't do nothing about the weather. We can't change that, but we can change the system. So if I had an opportunity to, let's say, go online and see if I can find a ticket for 2 days later, then I have a clear decision to make, and I'll work according to that. And travelers don't mind waiting a day or two, in a situation like this, but it's just like a whole bunch of uncertainty. That's what I want to say. So now we just took a room that's, let me show you, right on top of the airport, so we know how many flights are coming and going. That is the airport somewhere down there, if you can see it. I might need to ask my brother to help me with funds again, because it's not cheap staying around here. But somehow I do not feel like moving down on foot, especially with a bad knee. So I'm hoping. I'm not just hoping. I am determined that we're going to fly out of here fucking tomorrow. That's the plan. I'm done waiting for the let's see if by 4, if I can get a confirmation on the ticket, then that would be awesome, because that puts me in the queue. I don't care if it takes me a day extra or whatever. I'll fly out of here. So the key is, let's get the goddamn ticket and wait for the flight. There's no rush trying to fly out of here with this weather. That's all I have to say. Almost 5 minutes of vlogging. So now we're going to go out and visit Lukla Bazaar. Let's see how that goes. Oh, today is May 30, and like I had updated yesterday, the ticketing agent told me 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock and bunch of bullshit, and it just ruined the day in some way. Not ruined the day, it was just stretched, and I also felt very, how do you say, started to miss home, and that kind of feeling started coming. I saw a video of my son and I started missing him, so it was just a stretched out day. I did get some rest, so my knee is feeling a bit better, and a little bit of waste of money also, I may say. But we tried to get a ticket this morning also. We tried everything, the same jugards, and also trying to get my Tulaba, my uncle, involved also. Nothing happened, so we knew that this morning we had made a decision to draw a kind of a deadline for decision whether we stay or leave. So around 11 o'clock, Chhitiz went and got some extra funds again, and thanks to my brother. And we decided that we are going to walk back down to the same place we started from. Okay, today is May 31st, day 20? Day 20th, 20 days away from home. We crashed at, what was the name? Chhobas, which wasn't too far away from Lukla yesterday due to weather. So we just went to bed, had dinner, went to bed, nothing much to say. And we knew today we had to put in some extra effort to get to catch a jeep back to Salleri. So we're close to the point where we catch the vehicle from. We're back in Bupsa around 1. So we walked from 6:30 this morning to 1 to reach Bupsa. And I just showed you my boots. The whole way is just horrendous. Donkey poop, mud, slush. Couple of places I slipped. Couple of places I managed to keep my balance, but one particular place I lost my balance. My stick went one way and I had to support myself with my hand, so there was donkey poop all over my hand a while ago. I just got to wash it in Karila. And I've been like meeting people that I met during my last trip, stopping over at those places. And most of the walk today I did with music on, and I feel that it makes a difference because you start to zone in and it doesn't affect you. The surroundings don't affect you, so I was just listening to the music and going with the rhythm. And from Paya, we had breakfast at Paya, and from Paya to here was 3 hours, and I don't think I took more than 20 minutes of a break in the last 3 hours. Relentless. Hello, May 31st, we caught a ride and we're in the back of a Jeep. It's 2:30 and the rain's been teasing us. Like it seems like it's gonna rain, but at least we carried this shit all the way to Kalapatthar, and I thought for no reason, but today we get to cover our bags with it. And this is a newly constructed road, and we're the guinea pigs on it. And this only takes us for a 45-minute ride. Then we gotta get off, cross the river and go catch another ride. So the adventure is still on, baby. You must have seen the Jeep ride we took yesterday. Yesterday after the hour Jeep ride to Andheri, the Jeep guy dropped us off and we had to cross over Dudkoshi and catch maybe a half an hour walk and catch another ride. And that one took us 4 hours, so we got here at 8:30 at night and we were destroyed. And we had dinner, shower, and just went to bed. Nothing to vlog yesterday because we were exhausted. But this morning we could have left at 4 in a regular vehicle, but we decided that we're gonna take a reserved Jeep. So we're trying to fix a ride back to Kathmandu. We found 4 other people that want to go, so we can split the bill. And the plan is to reach Kathmandu by this evening. And you know, there must be a few million vehicles in Nepal, but you can't find one when you need one, when you're trying to rent one. So it just shows how the economy is not working. The resource is there, and when somebody is demanding for that resource, it's not available. So the whole transportation system is not working. Also, we talk about 2020, and then, you know, I saw the situation in Lukla, and I also saw the situation in with the motor transportation. So if you want to bring 2 million tourists in Nepal, we better think about a better transportation system. Even for a vehicle, you always need a middleman. That's fucked up.